what y'all doing out there? How y'all doing out there? I am back today with the story time. I haven't done a story time in a while, but I said, you know what? I thought of this story and I said, I gotta tell the people. I gotta talk about this. So I'm just gonna get into it. So this was not several years ago. This was a long time ago. I was in my early 20s. 20s. Why was I about to say it like that? I was in my early 20s and I remember I was going through a rough patch and like financially and all that. And I remember this particular day I was running errands and I said, you know, now y'all, I was running errands. Now have you know that I live in the state of Texas and baby, Texas is hot. It can get super hot, like scorching hot. If you have not experienced Texas heat, you haven't experienced heat. It's a whole nother level, okay? Now, mind you, this is not just Texas heat, but this is also, I believe this was in July or August. I believe it was July, the hottest of the year, okay? I'm out doing what I do, running some errands, and I don't remember why, but I had to stop at a gas station. And so I went to the gas station, and now this gas station was very near my home, but it wasn't the best part of town. So I go to basically this janky, seedy looking gas station. It was something very important I needed to get. I don't remember if I had to get a money order or cash back, whatever it was, I had to stop in that moment. So I stopped at this CD gas station, right? And I hurry up. I'm like, I think I was running late for something. So I just jumped out the car, went into the gas station, did my transaction, and then I came back out, went to go unlock the door, keys nowhere to be found. I'm like, wait a minute. I look in the car. The keys are still in the ignition, and I believe the car was running. I believe. And y'all, I was like, come on, man. You were so preoccupied that you locked them keys in the car. Not only did you lock the keys in the car, you left the car running. How are you going to get back in? At this point, immediately, I began perspiring. Like, not perspiring, but sweating. Drenched in sweat. Because it's, again, the hottest summer of the month, right? And so I remember calling my brother to see if he could come help me get the door open. But I think he was out of town or he was either on the other side of town and it was something that he was doing that he couldn't stop. Whatever it was, he was like, if you can't get any other way, I'm gonna have to, like, we'll have to call AAA or whatever, or I'm gonna have to come get you. And so he was like, but just give me a little bit of time. I think he was out of town. Yes, I think he was out of town. And so he was either on his way back or coming back or something like that, but he wasn't going to be able to get to me for some time. I remember calling around, trying to figure out how to get this car door open. And now, again, I'm going through a rough patch. So baby girl did not have coins to be calling AAA or a locksmith. And that just was not about to happen. So I remember just standing on the side of the car, leaning against the car in the hot, drenching sun. And I just remember like, come on, man. Like, why? Why today? Why me? Of all the times, I'm already going through so much. I don't need this. I was standing against the car and I turn around because I hear bells, what sounds like bells, like jingle bells, like like what? It's July, so you don't need for no jingle bells to be out and about, okay? So I remember hearing the bells. Now, know that the gas station is off an access road, okay? And there's like a turnaround bridge, and so I'm after the turnaround bridge off the access road. And so as I look off into the distance and I hear these jingle bells, there is this heavy set Caucasian man who he's very plump and he has a white beard, very full white beard, and he has glasses and he has a orange Hawaiian shirt on with white flowers, a straw hat, and red shorts. And when I say he's hefty, he's hefty. And this is no come down. I'm hefty. I'm not coming down, but I'm just trying to paint the picture. This man is hefty. So he's just walking and just a jingling. And I'm like, what are the jingles? Why does he have bells? And so he's just walking. And as he gets closer, I see that he's smiling. And I'm like, okay. So I try not to pay attention because at this point, I'm like, don't come up here talking to me. Just pass on by. Not that he would bother me, but at that time, I'm just like, oh, I'm over it, right? So the man walks, and as he gets closer to where I am, I start to see that he notices me, and he's just smiling. I'm like, okay, turn around. And so, but don't turn around too much. Like, keep on guard. You gotta fight this man. And so, as he makes his way, I noticed that he's not perspiring. He's coming towards me. He's not perspiring. Now, at this point, I'm like, water. It's like water just rushing down my face. I'm drenched in sweat. Like, clothes are sweaty. I'm like, and it had to be like at least 103 degrees because in Texas, that's how we do it down here, okay? It's like, the sun is not going to give you no let up. Like, and so he is not perspiring. He's not out of breath. And he wasn't walking super fast, like power walking, but he definitely was not walking slow. And I don't care if you have a hat on. As heavy as that man was, he should have been sweating. He should have been out of breath, and he was not. Like dry as a whistle. So he approaches me, he's smiling, and he's like, hello. He was like, how are you today? And I was like, I've been better. And he was like, I'm here to help you out. And he was like, how can I help? And I'm like, but I didn't feel, y'all, when I say I didn't feel scared or anything, I felt peace. But I was kind of like, well, I'm locked out of my car. I locked my keys in the car, and I don't know what to do. Now, again, as this man is walking up, I hear these jingle bells, whatever, sounding like bells. And he's like, well, today's your lucky day. He said, I'm here just to help you. Let's see what I got. And so he pulls out this ring of keys. Now, when I say a ring of keys, I'm not talking about several keys. I'm not over exaggerating. It had to at least, he had actually like 2 sets of large, y'all know, janitor keys. These were like full. They should have been heavy. And he walking down the street with these keys. And y'all, I'm not even trying to over exaggerate, but it at least had to be like 70 keys on each. It was just silver keys, gold keys, brass keys, keys that had colored covers on them. I mean, just old keys. Like, he even had some antique keys on there. And I'm like, this is so random. And so he was like, I have these keys with me. He said, maybe one will help you. And so he walks up. He said, may I? And I'm like, so shocked. And I'm like, sure. And so he takes one key out, and he was like, oh, that's not the key. Then and this is the thing, he's not searching for like, oh, she has a Mazda, let me find a Mazda key. In my head, I'm like, you got so many keys, bruh. Ain't no telling what you got, but you don't have no Mazda key. So he literally just grabs another key. He tries the first key, and he says, oh, that's not it. He pulls another key off the ring. He picks up another key on the ring. He says, oh, that one's not it. And so he takes another key, and before he does it, he looks at me. He said, third time's a charm. And then he unlocks my door. Y'all, the third key worked. This man unlocked my car. He unlocked my car. And at this point, I am so in shock. I'm overwhelmed because I'm like, first of all, this is so random. Like, this is like a shady part of town, if we want to be honest. This white man that looks like Santa Claus in a summertime Santa. He looked like a summertime Santa, y'all. And he had on red shorts. And I could have swore I heard bells, but it turns out it was the keys. So this is the weirdest thing. And so he unlocks my door, okay? And so I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you. Like, why do you have all those keys? Like, thank you so much. And he's like, ha 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 ha, like a jolly old laugh. He didn't say ho ho ho, but he said ha 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 ha. I'm happy to help. And then he was like, well, I hope you have a better day. And he was like, just remember that you're special. I was like, thank you. And then he said, I'll be on my way. And this man, he walks off laughing. Ha 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 ha. He is laughing. And he's just walking. And I watch this man walk off into the distance. And I'm still being, y'all, I am still drenched in sweat. And I'm so in shock that I don't even get into my car with the air. I'm watching this man walk away like, this can't be. He disappears into the horizon. I don't see him. Child, when I say I was like, wait a minute. What just happened? I said, first of all, I don't believe in Santa Claus, but that man looked like a summertime Santa. And immediately I was like, was he an angel? Did God send an angel to help me with a whole bunch of keys? Like, it was so random. What was the likelihood that I would be on that side of town, that this man would be walking with these sets of keys? And so immediately once I got in the car, my brother calls and he's like, okay, he said, I'm on my way back. You didn't get any help, did you? And I'm like, yes, you don't have to, like, come get me. I'm okay. I was like, this man. And I told him and my sister what happened. And she said the same thing. She said, girl, she said, that probably was an angel. Baby, she thought the same thing that I thought. And I was like, oh my God. And so as I like thought about it, I was like, well, why would he be like dressed like Santa? Why would he look like Santa Claus? But for me, it was so disarming. I wasn't afraid. It was more so like, and then it matches my personality. Because y'all, I'm not like, oh, Christmas time, but I'm definitely like, I'm like a Disney kid. Like, I'm actually like a Disney princess. I believe I'm a Disney princess, Princess D. And so if I had my way, I would make a Christian Disney movie and I would be the lead character and I would sing my heart out, okay? Because I can do it, okay? But y'all, it just matched my vibe so much that if this is true, that the Lord sent a Santa Claus looking angel to help me get into the car. All I know, guys, is I don't know how to explain that, but I know that I was stuck. I was drenched in sweat and I was already having such a difficult time in that season. And I was just over it. I was like, y'all, it can't get no worse than this at this point. And then boom, I get locked out of my car. Just, you know how it just take that little thing to just take you over the edge to like mess up your whole entire day. You already having a bad time. Like, it was just, and it was his verbiage. Like, remember, you're special. Like, thank you. I want to cry a little bit. So yes, guys, that was my summertime Santa / angel out of nowhere story. I still to this day don't know how to explain that. I mean, I don't know. Is this a man that just made it his calling to travel along the road and with keys? But y'all, he was not sweating. That's the thing. He didn't have a bead of sweat on him. Yeah. So I want to share that, y'all. Like, I think that was an angel. And I don't care what y'all say. I think that was an angel. I think that the Lord sent me an angel. And I'm so grateful. But yeah, the Bible even talks about us entertaining angels unaware. And yeah, I have another story about another time that I think I saw an angel. But I ain't gonna get into that one now. But, and I'm not making this up, y'all. That's really what I feel in my heart. So I don't know. But anywho, regardless if that was just a regular man or an angel, I don't know. But I forgot completely about that. And I was like, I thought of it so randomly. And I said, let me tell the people about this summertime Santa angel. Because baby, he had that outfit on and he was fine. He was fine in the outfit, but he was fly. So, all right. So that's my angel story. Alrighty, but Yes, let me know in the comments if you have an angel story, if there is a time where you feel like you saw an angel. Now just a heads up. I mean, I'm very vocal about my faith. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe in God. You can believe in whatever you want to believe. That had nothing to do with me. But I do pray that you receive the Lord Jesus as your Lord and Savior. But you can leave a comment about angels, but don't put nothing demonic in my comments. I will delete it. Judge me if you want. This is my channel, but just don't get too spooky, because if y'all start doing that, I'm gonna delete it, because we're not doing that. But anywho, maybe I shouldn't have told y'all to leave comments, because internet is crazy. But anywho, yeah. I don't know what else to say. But yes, guys, so thank you so much for tuning in and listening to my story time. And this, I mean, it was a little different today, but yeah, so that was just, wow, that literally happened. So, okay, well, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, let me know what you think about the story, and I will see you all next time. Bye, y'all.